Hello, hello, welcome everybody. We got a couple to add here before we get going. We're here with Scott to talk about Chaotic Flux, but we got Lola, we got Kermit the Log, and we have Vinny Art. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Pretty
Hey,
good.
everybody.
How we doing?
Doing great. I'm just laughing at the frog.
That's the fastest peen in the West right there.
Hail to all my friends! Hail
Hail.
to you! Hail Lola!
I'm just excited to see Kermit.
I know.
Yes.
Oh, God. Hail Rick!
I gotta ask, what's wrong with your eyes?
Oh no.
No, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
Oh, okay.
He's new to the scene, Kermit. He doesn't understand.
You thought it was safe.
I'm sorry, did I insult you, Kermit? I didn't mean to.
I don't know. I was told this was a safe place.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Why the hell would you think this is a safe place? How many times have we talked about your lips?
He needs an adult.
But we're just doing all the face now, my lips and my eyes, huh?
Everything. We'll get to your neck shortly.
I don't really have a neck.
That's the point.
I just love Kermit. I'm just glad he's here.
Me too. It's been forever.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
Keeps
So
me
let's
happy.
How was everybody's Saturday?
Not bad. We've been jumping on a bunch of streams. I had a pretty good one. We just got off of Sims. Yeah. Not too shabby.
No, it's been fun. Jumping from
Cool.
stream to stream.
Yeah, it's been a streamy kind of night.
Mhm.
Just doing chill to Mary Jade's stream with Kermit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're here.
Yeah.
I got my stream tonight after this, and I've just been like trying not to get too fucked up until my stream starts, you know?
Yeah.
That's
How's
the
that going,
key,
for you,
man.
Kermit?
It's not going so well. It's not going so well. But we're doing Miller Lite today, so, you know.
What the hell's wrong with you? Just for alcohol.
Well, at least it's alcohol. I mean, that's pretty light for Kermit.
No. That's not real alcohol. That's just like, no.
So now you're drink shaming me.
Of course.
Just busting my balls every time I come here.
Every time. Yeah. I mean, no wonder the poor guy doesn't show up very often.
I
He's
tell you
always
what,
making
Kermit.
excuses, you know. I think it's all because of you, Lola.
It is.
I'll tell you what, Kermit, you come visit me and we'll throw back some Jack, okay?
I get violent when I do that.
Never mind. We need some Captain.
You
Yeah,
should
you
have just taken
As
the
small as
invite.
he is, I wonder how many shots can he take before he's on the floor.
Like 1.5.
Well, hey, we're in the same boat. We're good.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I take the shot up my ass.
Wait, what?
What?
Did you say a shot in the ass?
Well, yeah. I just get to the point.
Yeah, there you go, bud.
Just the tip?
Yeah, speaking of shots, where's Miss Piggy?
I'm waiting for the new one to arrive from Amazon. You know, new mail order arrive.
You broke the
How
last
many
one.
do you have by now?
I have like 3. My third one.
What are you making, like a pig here?
Pig stocks are soaring. It's getting expensive out here.
We got to get you hooked up with Gail Simone.
Oh, damn.
That was a low blow, man.
Too harsh? I apologize.
It's a hoe blow.
He'd be better off with Miss Piggy.
Much better.
Yeah.
I think I just need to go fig towel.
Need to go what?
Fig towel.
Yeah, frogs going their own way.
Okay.
Like
I gotta
MGTOW.
say, I love MGTOWs though.
Ugh.
They crack me up.
All right. We're going to say hello to the chat here. We got a couple early arrivals. Hail Caesar Caligula was here. quite some time ago. He says, "Hail War Campaign." What's up, brother?
Hail.
Fenrir Fire's in the house. Hail Caesar. Hail Comicsgate. Hail War Campaign. Hail Fenda Menace. What's up, brother?
Hail.
Thanks for stopping by. We got James Hayes in the chat dropping those links as always. Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely.
Gaming or What is in the house. He says, "Hey, everyone."
Hail.
Paulo Patriot is here, of course, because I teased Walmart girls to him a little bit in another stream. So we can't disappoint. We'll get there. Don't worry. Rating Comics is here. What's up, my friend? Thanks for stopping by. Alphamar. What's up, man? Sorry, I can never get his name right. I'm sorry.
Doritos.
I'm an asshole.
Doritos.
Dorito. We're just gonna call him Doritos.
Yeah.
That
Like,
probably
you
works
should be able
better.
to get that part right.
Well, yeah, I focused on the first part. That was my mistake. We'll go with Doritos. We got some asshole frog in the chat. We'll just skip him.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't skip that, frog.
Of course not. Of course not. Peter Charon's here. What's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping by. And I think we're not caught up. We got Deadwood Dale. He says, "Hail."
I like that name.
I do too.
Deadwood Dale.
Comic Book Bob's in the house. What's up, my man?
Hail.
Jason Black is with us. Says, "Killing it with the vids, Deadwood Dale." Hell yeah.
That'd be funny if that was Deadwood Dale's second account, sending that to himself.
I guess that's always possible, but I don't think that's the case.
I do that shit.
It's because you don't have any scruples, Kermit.
None.
Metal movies and brewskis, three of my favorite things. He's in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for stopping by. And not Joe Frogo is here. We wouldn't forget about
We
you.
love Joe Frogo.
Yeah, man. Got Mikey Woods in the house. What's up, brother? Michael Beacon in the house. Hail, brother. And the one and only El Gargoyle.
No gargoyle.
Hail.
Fantastic lineup of people.
Hell yeah. Hail the chat. I
Hail.
think
That's an
we're caught up.
awesome chat tonight.
Damn right. All right, but we're here to talk about some Chaotic Flux. This is closing out soon, correct, Scott?
That's correct. We're so close.
So close. We have 5 hours left. We want to get this funded tonight, people.
Mhm.
If you got some extra cash in your pocket, have at it. Scott, you want to give us the rundown?
All right. Chaotic Flux centers on a team called the Crimson Flame who unite the future to rid the world of these mutant abominations that are taken over called Dread Fiends. And the team decides to unite in this future timeline to help rid the world of these mutant abominations to save humanity. The creatures themselves are able, or actually I should start, for they are genetically engineered by humanity as a food source. In this dark future, there is a great famine going on due to great catastrophic events due to weather patterns that are out of control, as well as a lot of war that's going on to humanity's fighting over resources and what land they can still use. And so they create these life forms as a new food source that can withstand the harsh elements as well as rapidly reproduce. But they start out very docile and easy control, but then they start to mutate and get out of control. They begin to develop this insatiable appetite. They have to constantly feed in order to sustain themselves. So they start to turn against humanity and start devouring everything in sight. They can also self-mutate when they feed on flesh. They can use it as a biofuel, break it down, and it allows them to adapt, make themselves bigger, stronger, wings for flight, for instance, where they need to get the upper hand at battle. They can also, Kermit, they can also reproduce by cloning themselves. So really, it's a cloning. It's not so much, a normal reproduction. And they can clone themselves by turn the biofuel into a clone, and they'll regurgitate that, and it will quickly grow into adult form. And every new generation is a little better than the last, a little smarter, a little faster, and so on. The team centers on, the first few issues centers on Zatara, who is an alien hybrid, and she's able to create these crystal-like structures at will. And she'll turn them off towards the different types of weaponry that she'll see her use it for in the series. One of the main things that you'll see her use it for is she'll turn her arms into these kind of blades. And she's also very acrobatic and agile, and so she can kind of become this spinning blade in battle. And she also has these interesting eyes where she has 3 pupils that allow her to focus on 3 targets at once, also in 180 view. and she's got this night vision. In issue 1, you see where through her point of view, and everything's in different shades of red. There's also Soren, who's an exosuit pilot. He's the leader of the Crimson Flame. He fights this exosuit called the Reaper, and it's all kinds of badass weaponry. We'll get more into him a little later. Like I said, the first 2 issues focus on Zathara. I wanted to do her story first because she's got a lot of layers that I want to go through. And then there's also Strife, who's a big transforming AI mecha. He turns all sorts of things. He's like this kind of ultimate transformer. He turns into a ship mode to transport the team around in, for instance. And you'll see him turn in all sorts of things throughout the series. He can self-engineer as long as he has the materials. He can make whatever he wants, and also make things for the teammates that you'll see in the series. The first issue gets into Zathara, where she's when she first runs the Dread Fiends and how she deals with them. It also gets into her backstory. When she was a child, she was started to get tracked by this, or I'm sorry, she started getting attacked by this organization called the Order of the Purging Hand, who infiltrate the military facility that the children like her are housed in for their protection. And they believe that anything not natural of Earth should be wiped out. So they infiltrate the facility and start slaughtering anyone inside to get to the children and take them out as well. And Zathara has no choice but to step up and learn how to use her abilities in an offensive way, and in order to survive and make out of the facility without being slaughtered as well. And the second issue gets into she's saved in this issue by this family, and she has to then protect them from the Dread Fiend who turns on them, and she has to stop them from becoming the Dread Fiend's next meal. So there's this very tense race against time, life and death situations. The story styling is very 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 fast paced. It's very dramatic and very action oriented. There's a really great momentum to it that I've designed for the storyline, and I'm going to keep that pretty running through the series as it goes on. And a lot of world building. There's a lot of great elements that come together as the story goes on. And I should say too, there's 3 other characters that I'm introducing later called Nalaria, who's a fire-based mage, Pagan is a plant-based mage, as well as Gareth, who is an 8-foot-tall swordsman with a giant transforming sword, and that makes up the Crimson Flame. So I got a lot of elements going on. Actually, in issue 2, you also get introduced to Thrax's Prime. He is the leader of the Order of the Purging Hand in the present time, and he's become a cyborg due to events that happen a little late in the story that I tell. But he gets turned into a cyborg through nanotechnology, and he's then able to control this nanotech and infect others with it and turn them into cyborgs as well that he can control. And he starts turning all of his soldiers of the Purging Hand into cyborgs against their will, but believing that this is the best way for them to evolve as in their organization and deal with all the elements that they're having to go up against. They too are fighting the Dread Fiends because, again, they don't believe anything not natural or Earth should exist.
Cool, man. Now, I have at one point accused Kermit the Log of mutating.
Oh,
Does he make an appearance in this book?
Not yet, but that is an interesting idea. Maybe in a future issue, I could work him in there. Or just call one of the offsprings, one of the Dread Fiends, Kermit the Log.
Look them tadpoles.
Now, Kermit, you're kind of fresh to this stuff. What's your take on this? Are you liking what you're seeing?
To be honest with you, I don't know much about comic books, but it looks amazing to me. And yeah, I would check this out. Sounds cool.
Cool, man. Yeah, I like. Like you said, you got a lot of elements going on.
Yeah,
and that's really cool. I mean, it sounds like you have this thing planned out for some time.
Yeah, about 20 years I've been developing the storyline.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And it's funny because I have all this stuff I want to like really get out there and tell people, but at the same time I understand that I have to give it in little layers, slowly build onto that. But yeah, man, I'm so excited to get all these things out. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You can't hammer everybody over
No.
the head with
Yep,
all this
yep.
at once.
Yeah, it's gonna be a slow build.
Yep,
Yeah, 1 inch at a time.
exactly.
This is the way.
But it's a lot. It's so much fun putting the story together and coming up with all these crazy situations for the characters and surprising people. There's a lot of surprises in both issues. I should say too that for those who did miss issue 1, you can get it in this campaign. It's an add-on to any of the issue 2 tiers. For instance, you can get a couple of good deals that I have in the campaign. Is you can get both PDFs of issue 1 and 2 for just $8, or you can get the physical copies unsigned for $25, and that includes shipping. And that's 54 pages of story.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I just backed this today, actually, and I did add on the first issue because I missed it first time around.
Yep. I did the same thing. Not today though. Yeah, I'm back to. I think. When I interviewed you that time. Yeah, because I was doing the rounds with Scott in the beginning too. Like when I did my first campaign. And then we kind of lost touch a bit. Because you were doing more of the convention scene. I was still jumping on here. But yeah, I definitely backed this book. I wanted 1 and 2 together. So yeah, I urge everyone run out and grab it. Scott's a great guy. This project sounds fucking awesome. Yeah, man, beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
It does, and he really has his shit together. That's one thing I really like about you, Scott.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I mean, like Vinny and a lot of the these guys I'm very serious about the story. I'm I try to be as professional as I possibly can, and really mean that. I put my heart and soul into this, and I'm not messing around. I just want to make a great story and get it out to people and have them enjoy it as much as possible. And to me, that's part of the fun of it too. Is just making people happy, but through the story, and so glad that like the first issue, I got so much great feedback on it, and it makes me feel wonderful and just want to keep going and keep feeding the masses, so to speak.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah, I'll tell you, to hear Nick talk about these things, Tinfoil Hat Nick, he did back a few that I missed the first time around, and yeah, so just hearing him describe that, Nick just has a way about him. He's
Definitely.
He is very analytical when it comes to comic books, and I love to hear him talk about him. And then Chaotic Flux is one that he has mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's a big fan.
Yeah, I was glad I was able to grab the first issue as well.
Nick rocks. He's fucking awesome.
Yep. Yeah, he helps out so much. It's awesome.
He really does. And again, these amazing projects. That's what we need. We need more eyes on them.
Mm-hmm.
And someone like him, he's been helping tremendously. Not only that, he's just a really, really great dude.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Hell.
Yeah, for sure. This whole network, I mean, Comicsgate as a whole is just awesome. People can bitch and complain and put it down all they like, but I mean, they're full of shit.
They really are.
From an inside perspective, I'm not even a creator yet. I'm getting there, but not yet. And I haven't been for some time. I've just been promoting this shit. And if I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't be promoting it.
Right.
That's right. Dude,
because I meet people like you. I meet people like Scott. I meet people like Vinny. I meet people like Nick. And it's just, creators, promoters, and just fucking fans. They all come together to work these things out. And it's just, I don't know. It's fucking awesome.
It is.
You're not going to find a better group of people.
Yeah.
It's definitely reach around protocol.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. With a little bit of get that loop. Yeah, we this is the third stream that we've done already. We started on mine. I was gonna live stream today regardless. I wanted to address a couple of things, and then Scott had reached out to me and he said, my campaign's gonna be closing soon because you want to just hang out anyway. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's do this. So we just opened up a stream and we went at it. And some of the Italian Rage came out. So
I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah.
We got
to feel free to rehash it.
Rewatch it. But because I started talking about the industry again, right? And just where it's going, the shitty people who keep getting fired or quote unquote quitting. that I think it is a good thing because I think they need to fall apart before they can fix themselves again. But in the meantime, if they're not going to, we're creating something really long lasting, something fucking special.
Right.
Because we're connecting with everyone, we're all having fun. We're all telling great stories. We got beautiful projects. I kind of went on that tangent a bit, but because I had brought up like that Dan Didio getting fired, quitting,
right,
and all that stuff. And people like that, I don't think they don't belong in this shit. I mean, I know certain other creators, they've worked hand in hand with them and they don't want to say bad things or whatever, but the dealings I've had with the guy, he showed that he's got no fucking spine. Even that knowledge of, like, he knows about the sexual harassment stuff, he knew about all that stuff, and instead of getting rid of those people, he looked the other way because they happen to be pretty good editors or whatever the case is. And I said, this is bullshit, because there's a million other people who could replace those type of people. And don't tell me you got to keep him in there because he's a good editor. These people are all assholes, and they keep protecting shitty people. You don't want shitty people in this business. You want people who are going to work hard and who are a lot of fun. That's what's going to make comics great again. Not these assholes who they got to circle jerk each other and attack fans.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't attack fans. Fans are the only reason why you have a damn job.
Exactly.
Give them what they want.
It's amazing how much they forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Peter Charon's heading out. He's heading to the bar. Good luck, man.
Cool,
have a good night. Be safe.
Yep, good night. Thanks again, brother.
Now, this is a point of contention sometimes. Gaming or what says story comes first, art comes second. Now, I know it depending on what you're doing.
It
sometimes
really
that's argued over. I would say they're equally important, especially when it comes to comics, because the art is really what draws people in. If your art sucks, nobody's gonna want it. Nobody's even gonna look at it. It's I would say they're equally important.
You're talking to somebody who does both, so I can't really. I'm not going to weigh in on that. I do think you need if a writer and an artist is working together, you need to have the same vision. So get on the same goddamn page.
That must make it so much easier as a creator, huh? To be the artist and the writer.
Yeah, it is. The only problem it comes down to is the editing, right? Because it's like the artist side of me wants to show even more cool spectacles, and the writer side is going, well, first I need to make sure that the story elements are in place.
Right.
Yeah, it gets a little tricky, but I do think it is easier to do it all.
Yeah, that's good problems to have.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, I'm LeBron James, but I have a receding hairline.
That was brilliant. Oh, shit.
I think I would take that. I would take that receding hairline to be LeBron James.
I know. I don't get why he trips though. He should just say like, "Hey, here's my bald head." But it's just like hella funny when like pieces of his rug fall off in the game. And they treat him like James Brown. They put the cape over him.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Well, some people have difficulty dealing with that stuff, especially people who already have a massive ego.
Yeah,
they find that they have an imperfection, and that drives them insane.
Yeah. See, I also hit about that's part of the topic you missed as well. I was telling people that they have to be fucking humble. That was another part of some of the raging that was happening tonight. But again, I don't even like to call it that much raging. I think it was just me being very honest and open, because I have no one to protect. I'm just here to fucking create cool shit. And if people screwed me over, or I know they were doing dirty dealings, I'm fine with them, just to let the fans know. And a lot of them, they're seeing it too, right? So, comics here, what we're doing is important. We don't need to play any stupid fucking games. We don't need to protect scumbags out there who are just hurting the industry, fighting with everyone. We don't need that.
Yep.
We're creating, we're doing cool stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It is important. It's very important.
It's about being better. Just being better than all that crap.
Yeah.
And
be humble.
Yeah.
Be humble. Be humble and grateful.
Exactly.
Because if you don't have that, and you
thankful for what you got, thankful for the fans and show them the respect and love they deserve for being there for you and giving you what you have as a creator.
I always try to pretend to be humble. I think people like me better like that.
At least you pretend, Kermit.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did you get 3 new backers?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, man. Congrats,
guys. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna push this over. We got 4 hours left. Definitely got to get there. This is a worthy book and a worthy creator, and that's very important.
Hey, I got a skedaddle, but it's been really good.
It's been fun, bud.
Yeah. Benny, hey, Lola, Red, everybody, man, good to talk to you guys.
Hell yeah, Kurt.
Cool, man. Yeah, thanks for popping in, man.
Yeah, Scott, I'll talk to you later. Good to talk to you, my friend.
You too, buddy.
You guys.
Have a good night.
Awesome.
Be safe, Kermit.
Hail!
Hail the log.
Hail.
Hell of a hail.
I grabbed the opportunity I can to get Kermit on here.
Yeah, man. I should have sent him a link earlier. He is. He's so much fun. And that's what we have. We have fucking awesome people like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's what we're going over to. I'm sick of these entitled cunts thinking that there's something special, no, it comes down to the fans, man. We need them. They don't need us. We just we happen to be doing something fucking cool and fun, and we want to give back. That's why we're doing it the best we can with all these books, all these projects. That's the important thing here. It's we're creating that escapism, that fun, we're building the market, we're fixing it, we're putting our band-aids on it. These people they don't care. They just want to keep seeing it go under, and it's sickening, fucking sickening.
Yeah, what it comes down to is it's really a symbiotic relationship, and you can't have one end being a parasite. It has to continue to be mutually beneficial.
Exactly, man.
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. If if people decide to be parasites, fuck them.
Right.
We go away from them. We go our own way. We keep doing what we're doing, and we just pretend they don't exist.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of the same people too, man. They've been following us on these streams because they're having fun with us too. They want to hear what we have to say. Yep. It's a good thing, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. Chris Evans is in the chat. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by.
What's up, Chris?
Edward Marlis here as well. What's up, Ed?
Awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about Nick earlier. Chris is also a big CG supporter for sure. Man.
Yeah, Chris is awesome, man.
Yep.
Chris, you're fantastic, man. We love you.
Yep.
Great guy.
Yeah, I always try to give these promoters credit because that's a lot of shit. Takes a lot of time out of your day, and they don't have to do it, but they do. Yeah. So, thanks,
plus
guys.
he backs so many books too. I can't remember what he's up to now, but I think I want to say it's like 20 something books.
Nice.
Something like that.
Chris has been in CG as long as I've been in CG for the last 2 years. Like, he's a hardcore CGer like the rest of it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So super fans are awesome. Yeah. Of course, everybody's awesome, but
Well, I didn't love hearing from them on Twitter too, man. Whenever we get a chance, we're writing each other back and tweeting and stuff. Yeah. It's cool. This is a great community. It's something really the mainstream does not have this. They'll never have this.
Nope, not the way they keep treating people. Nope.
It's like I said. Away. That same experience that people have when they see me at conventions. I want them to have the same thing here because I genuinely do care. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be busting my ass like this. I would have never done a hardcover on Through the Woods. I would have done a soft cover and just collected more of the profits. I'm not doing that. I want something special for them. They're paying their hard-earned money for an amazing fucking product, and that's what I want to give them. I'm painstakingly. I've been going over everything again. I've been taking a good look, not just tweaking some of the story here and there with my brother. Where we think like wording could have been just slightly better or whatever. We've been doing that as well. Right. But I've been even tweaking some of the artwork here and there. Things that bothered me personally that I'm like, no, I could, that needed to be fixed a little bit here or there. And I've been doing it because I want to make sure this is the definitive edition of this book. I want people to get it and be like, wow, this was more than worth it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this is for the collectors, for sure, and you want to make them feel like you appreciate their dedication and their love for your project, and
hell yeah, man,
to go all out like this, it says that in spades.
Yeah, because most people, they wouldn't do this until they hit like six figures.
Right.
I'm doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think everybody's worth it.
We got DJ John in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you.
Yeah,
AB A Brown CBR is here. He is concerned that this is not the real Lola because he doesn't see an ass. What's up, Lola?
Apparently, nobody understands the rules of being Lola. There is a legion of Lolas. There's never just one.
Oh, shit. Even I didn't understand that.
She's like, we are Legion. We are Lola.
That's awesome.
Brilliant.
Mikey Wood says Lola is all well, even on a meme.
Oh man. Oh, can I address something too today? I forgot to do it on my stream. I wanted to bring up something that I saw recently. They've been dropping that Todd McFarlane for Toy Fair. He announced he's doing a Kickstarter. He's doing a Kickstarter on a new toy line. And at first I was like, yeah, he knows what's up. I even wrote in a couple of things too. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And like I really stopped and went, I see that he's looking at the market. He's looking at he has to know about Comicsgate and what's going on. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I think I'll capitalize on this. So he's going to decide, from what I understand, his original toy line, the very first toy line, he's taken the spawn from that and they're resculpting them, but he wants to do something like a retro throwback to it. So today's kind of sculpt, but with like the aesthetic of what they did back then. So like the type of cape and, whatever he's looking to do. But it's only if it takes off. And then he'll finish the rest of the figures in that line, since there were 6 figures. And I'm going, this guy is worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and he's sitting there asking fans to pay for his new toy line.
Yeah, it is strange. And like how you see there's other people that are doing this now too, Did I want to say Marvel or DC, aren't they doing some crowdfunding stuff?
Well, what I saw that I know for a fact, Witchblade and Top Cow. And I know Billy had them on. I was in their chat a little bit, and I was scratching my head on this because that's another thing. They don't fucking. Don't tell me they don't have money to produce those type of books. Don't tell me looking for this. That's the route they want to go. To me, they came off as a little more desperate. Todd's doing it a little bit more to capitalize on what's been going on. And I think both are pretty dirty and underhanded, if you ask me personally.
It is kind of shitty. I mean, the whole crowdfunding thing started to help people like you and I, really, honestly. Yeah. People who don't have tons of money, people who, need to kind of sell themselves to get their product out there, that, put out a product that people are interested in. Right. And maybe they'll help you fund it. But there's definitely a lot of people taking advantage of the whole crowdfunding system now that really don't need to.
Exactly. Because tell me, really, if the crowdfunding doesn't work for Todd, is he going to scrap this? I mean, get the fuck out of here. He's got the money to do this stuff. They all do. And again, like I said, I'm not here to protect anyone. I work for the guy. I know how he is. I've seen all sides of Todd while I worked there. So, and I'll give him one thing. He is good with fans. And I'll always just give him the credit on that. I did like his artwork for a very long time. He was one of my heroes for a while, but some of the shit that he does business-wise, it leaves me scratching my head. And this, what he's doing now to me is just, it's pure shit. What he's doing is bullshit. You could do whatever toy line you want. You are loaded, pal. You are fucking loaded. You do not need fans to get this off the ground. They
don't need it, but it's much easier that way.
Yeah, it's much easier. But at the same time, like I said, this guy's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's just notoriously cheap. Is his deal. You know, and like I said, he wants to capitalize on what's going on right now with crowdfunding. So yeah, well, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. No, that's wrong. That's wrong, and it's dirty. Don't do that, Todd. You know, I know you're not listening, but if you are, if it gets back to you, don't do that. Don't be a dick. Just release the figures on your own. Don't go through Kickstarter. And then he picked that platform of all platforms. Extra.
Well, I think these people want to get into crowdfunding because they see that they're losing all this money because people are tired of their bullshit.
Well, Todd's slightly different. I mean,
so they're going to bring their bullshit to this platform.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was like, Todd's not really one of the bullshitters, is he?
No,
I mean,
Todd, he is one of the indie guys.
He still makes good books.
But
yeah, we're talking about like Marvel and DC also getting into the crowdfunding, and it's because they see that they're losing the money.
Yeah,
like they see what people can make on these things, and they're like, "Wait a minute, you know, we have books that aren't even near that."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, if we're really gonna go after something like that or to expose it, I would say Top Cow out of all of them. I think that's the shittiest fucking thing too. I haven't seen Marvel and DC, but Lola's saying they're doing that too. Yeah, they're pure garbage for doing that. These people can make these books without the fans. They're using the fans as an excuse because they know the market is shit right now, but it's because of them. Look at Top Cow, for example. While I was sitting there listening to some of that when they were on Billy Tucci's stream, I saw people in chat going, "Are you bringing back the real Witchblade? Because whatever this series was that you're doing now, no one gave a shit about." You know, and then like that guy Matt Hawkins had to kind of address that. You know, they waited for Silvestri to leave because obviously Silvestri's not really calling the shots. He put it all in Matt Hawkins' hands, and I think that guy's been destroying Top Cow for years. And he's also another person who he pushes the agenda of getting an all female crowd team, rather a full female team on Witchblade, and to tell the story through their eyes. And I remember when the call out went, we don't want women. We don't want men on this book. We just want females. So when you do shit like that, that means you're not looking for the top talent. You wanted to fill a quota because you thought that was going to sell this new series. And from what I understand, it did not do well at all. And people and they're crying for Sarah Pizzini back, the original Witchblade. And what are they doing? So instead, we're going to do a compendium book that's going to be all of the Michael Turner stuff. They basically took the best years of Witchblade and they're putting it together in one book. Now, why would you do that? Why don't you go with a different storyline? Why are you doing that one? Because they know that sold for them. Why?
Right.
Because Michael Turner did hot artwork. The story fucking worked. And it was like their golden age of Top Cow for them. They had really good fucking products back then. And so you taking all those books and you putting it together, and then you're begging fans to be the ones to pay for it. Dude, release that shit on your own. Holy crap, man! That takes some fucking balls.
Yep.
Well, Joe Frogga says just got told backer got digital tears from his share on Twitter. Thank you, Joe Frogga.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks.
Anyway, why don't we take a commercial break and have movie time? Alrighty. Quiet on the set. Very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. General Dever is in the house. Hail, brother. Thanks for coming. Yeah, we're trying to get some more Chaotic Flux backers here. Now, if anybody, if you've already backed or if you can't afford it right now, whatever the case may be, yeah, be like Joe Frago. Be like Chris Evans. Share it out on Twitter, Facebook, anywhere you're comfortable sharing it. And yeah, just help get the word out. So we got 4 hours left. We want to get this man over his goal because this book looks awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yep, so close.
Oh, yeah, and sorry if I kept going too much on a tangent.
That's cool, man. I always love your tangents.
Oh, you're okay, man. We picked up 2 more backers. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Should I keep going? Is it helping?
Maybe.
Could be. Yeah, I mean,
it's really entertaining.
People like a mix, you know, of yeah, talking about the books, just bullshitting, and maybe bitching a little bit. But
for sure, man. Well, yeah, I
try not to bitch too much. But yeah, I mean, there are valid points that get you fired up sometimes, you know.
Yeah, dude, it's like if you saw a giant band like Aerosmith or something go, you know what, we're gonna crowdfund our next album because we don't want to put any money in. It's like, what?
I can see that happening. We got Johnny in Cleveland in the house. What's up, man? I used to call him Johnny Incel, and I felt bad about that.
I love his profile pic there.
Oh yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah, that's hot.
Not really hot. It's hilarious.
Right. Angry Captain Marvel.
No, it's hot. El Gargoyle says, pussy put me in Twitter jail. Sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, DJ John says the rants are helping.
Oh, nice. Well, El Gargoyle, I'm very, very sorry.
Oh, God. Is this the debut of sexual pocket pussy?
No. Oh. Yeah, we had done a funny stream while we were talking about something, and it wasn't on air, but I was making a joke out of that asshole. And it's just the way that he talks, and he always thinks that he's a ladies' man. So we made fun of him by calling him the sexual pocket pussy.
Awesome.
What the hell is right? Every time that guy talks, all I can think is, what the hell?
Right? These people are like cartoon characters.
Mm-hmm.
Both
visually and personality-wise.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, I'd say all these people that come through Comicsgate and get butthurt and right away turn on the people who are trying to help them. I would say just look at people like Scott. Look at people like Vinny. Mm-hmm. There's a slew of people out there who have not made it their first time around or not made what they wanted to the first time around, but they're still here. They're still working at it, and they're, getting better and better every time.
Yep.
Sure, man.
So I'd say rather than letting your butthole swell up, maybe give it some time, put yourself out there. That's a big part of it. You got to put yourself out there. You can't just arrive on the scene and expect people to say, hey, it's a comic book.
Yeah, especially your first outing, you're probably going to take a couple punches, or maybe not hit your go Foley or what have you. But there is that support base. There is CG, and everyone is so helpful and so dedicated, and it's fantastic. And I mean, that's big encouragement, to keep going, keep coming back, and chances are you're going to do better the next time, or the third time, or probably at least the third time, I would say.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm. You're just getting the eyes on you, and building that fan base.
See, you don't just be a negative fucking bitch or a baby and attack other people. No, that's the last thing you do. That's why I said too. I hate when anyone even tries to attempt to say bad things about someone else's campaign. It's bullshit.
Life's too short to be like that anyway, And I mean, I'm here to enjoy myself. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to make fans and share my story and my creations with everyone. And it just. Like I said, just have a blast.
Yeah,
I'm all for having fun in life. I think life's too short to get all, pissy all the time and depressed or upset or whatever.
See, there's enough real stresses. It's these spoiled rich babies. They're the ones who do this nonsense, right? Yep. It's not people who are struggling to get by, or they've had a really fucking tough go of things. It's never that. It's always these assholes who are so self-entitled. They stir up the fucking shit. which is ridiculous. By the way, I did see what El Gargoyle said. He said that same Witchblade book is for pre-order on Amazon. So
Really?
tell me exactly what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that's what I mean. These companies are just so full of shit.
Whatever. They're just hoping people aren't going to see that, I guess.
I have no idea, man.
Pull the wool over your eyes.
That to me is disrespectful all the way.
Yep.
All the fucking way. But, you know, that I'm gonna say too. It's the same guy. I've known Matt for a long time too, on and off through the convention scene. And I gotta say, lately I've been seeing nothing but shittiness from this guy. I know he's talks shit about artists who do like fan artwork and sell them at conventions and things like that. He's been a stickler. He said he would never hire an artist who does that, and they're stealing from these companies. Oh, get over yourself, pal.
I was gonna say real quick. I like Mikey's giving you shit in the chat there, Vinny, about your girl shorts.
oh, the Anna thing.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Yeah, because girls don't wear underwear like that, right? It's either thongs or boy shorts. Trust me, I've been with women too. They're not
right.
all like that.
I love how people keep messing with you now ever since that came out.
Not so much, really. I have mostly people were agreeing with me.
Right. No, I mean they're just messing with you. You know, I think they're just joking around now that got out there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have.
Gag.
Yeah, I have no hard feelings towards her at all, and she apologized to me too, so it's all good. Yeah, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of panties like those.
Of course, dude. Like I said, she wasn't wearing them with other stuff. She's literally that's what she's going to sleep in. It's something comfortable for her. It's something sexy that I think people enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah. While still remaining tasteful.
That's right. It's about the taste and the class. Because if I put a thong on her out of nowhere, it would seem very out of place in the story.
Like those old horror movies where the girls are just walking around naked and while the killer is like watching them or whatever.
Right.
And like we discussed,
hang out in their underwear. So
like we discussed earlier, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is Lola, by the way?
Oh shit. She's been removed. Not by me. Don't get mad at me.
we were missing something here.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, like what we were talking about earlier, you know, like the art and the story are equally important. And just because you can put a chick in a thong doesn't necessarily mean you should.
Right.
Right. It depends what kind of story you're doing. If it's gonna fit, yeah, absolutely. There's a time and place, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Keely Chow's here. What's up? Paulo Patriot says, watch out from Pogs, people. Yeah, that was from another stream.
Oh.
That's fat ass white girls.
Oh, okay.
We got Brian the Observer in the chat. He says you have Mogwai. El Gargo, I'm not going to highlight that. I'm sorry. But
oh yeah, I see that.
Oh shit!
Hilarious.
Yeah, for sure.
That sounds like a war campaign thing.
So, while we're talking about ass and whatnot, why don't we talk about Through the Woods a little bit?
Sure, man. Yeah. This is the my ghost story comic book. This one is a collected edition, the ultimate edition of this beautiful project. We have a very special stretch goal at 25K. If we hit that by March 19th, anyone who backed from the first day up until March 19th will get the free ash can. But we have to hit that 25K. And that free ash can is going to have other beautiful work from CG artists who were on the drawing stream and drew my characters. I think it's a very respectful and awesome thing to do towards those guys because I absolutely love all of them. I think they're all super talented. They did an amazing job. And it's the first time I've seen anyone else draw these characters aside from me. So that was a very special stream for me. And yeah, I wanted to showcase them properly. But not only that, I'm going to have other sketches and behind the scenes stuff from the book in that ash can. So it's going to be 20 pages. If you back at the $35 mark, if you back the $200 tier, As long as it's the graphic novel that you backed, you will get that Ash can if we hit 25K before March 19th. So please jump on this. It is a very cool story. It's about an investigative journalist who inherits this property in upstate New York. She finds out that it was actually a loggers camp, and there was a very horrible and tragic thing that happened there. And yeah, those events they're still affecting the present day, we'll say. And yeah, so Laura, she mistakenly reawakens his restless spirit, and that's where the story really kind of takes off. And yeah, and you find out more about it. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Obviously, the main character Laura is a hot chick, but the other main character is Jack. He's the lumberjack, Jack Lombardo. That's his full name. Yeah, this is a really cool tale. It does get dark, and that's why I put a little bit of cheesecake here and there just to break it up a bit, and something a little extra enjoyable for fans. But yeah, I'm very proud of this series. My brother Frank was the co-writer on this. Yeah, he mostly wrote out issues 2 and 3. But yeah, we collaborated. We made sure that it was going to be a very tight, good story. And yeah, even by the time you get to the end of it, it is a complete story. But if this keeps doing well and people they really enjoy it when they get it, we do have an idea of bringing back certain characters and continuing this actual book into another volume. Cool. But yeah, so there's something definitely in place there. It's going to be a little bit before we get to it, but again, it all depends on fan reaction. The first go around, whoever got it, they loved it. So I'll just say that right off the bat. So I have no doubts about it. And my brother was like, yeah, we definitely have a cool story to tell after this if we want. So that's going to be there. But yeah, I mean, I did all the artwork, pencils, some inks, but it's mostly pencil straight into painting, or digital paints. So yeah, I did all of this. I had a lot of fun working on it. There was some fights back and forth between what we were going to do, what we wanted to showcase, but in the end, both my brother and I are super happy and excited about this project. So yeah, doing it in this format, this is definitely for everyone. This isn't just for us. We went back, made sure certain elements of the story are going to be a little tighter. I touched up the art slightly here and there. Again, that's just me being a perfectionist. I wanted certain elements to really stand out in a certain way. But yeah, so this is the definitive edition of the book. Yeah, I think you guys are going to fucking love it. It's because of you why it's hardcover, Again, I could have pulled what the big companies did and go, oh, it's only soft cover and take most of the money. I'm not doing that. I want to go all out because you guys deserve it. You guys wanted this project. That's why I re-released it to begin with, because a lot of people were looking at City of Venus, my other projects, and they went, what's this Through the Woods? This looks fucking awesome. Why did we miss out on it? So yeah, that's why this is happening to begin with. It's because of the fans. So thank you guys again. And I'm promising a beautiful, beautiful book. More stretch goals means more free, cool stuff for you. So yeah, keep jumping on this one.
Hell yeah. Yes, and yeah, for sure. I can definitely attest to it. This is a great book. I can't wait to get that hardcover in my hands. It looks awesome.
Yeah, man, you guys are gonna really dig it. But on top of everything else, like the one thing I want to keep stating is I'm saying March 19th because as soon as the main campaign is over, I'm going to print. So there's a little bit of difference between the people who haven't finished their books yet and they can still tack on these extra stretch goals. I don't want to do that because again, we're going straight to print, and I don't want to shortchange anybody either. So if you're an early backer, you're gonna get everything, all these great things. That's why I keep saying March 19th. That's the cutoff for all the really cool shit. Obviously, if we hit bigger numbers before that as well. Like if let's say I hit 30,000 or something, you're gonna get even more cool shit. But March 19th is kind of the cutoff on that.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's fair because what a lot of people don't necessarily understand is that, yeah, you have a reputation for fulfillment.
Yes, absolutely.
You do go to print very quickly. You don't necessarily have time to kind of piss around and let stuff sit in demand for months on end.
Right.
So yeah, that seems fair to me. So
yeah, you did 7 books last year. That was and fulfilled them all. That's tremendous.
Yeah, everybody knows about it. It's out there. If you're for 60 days, that ash can will go to you. If you're not, then you missed out.
That's right.
It's just the way it is, people.
Hell yeah. But like I said, right now we unlocked the oversized edition of this, the hardcover. I mean, so this upgrade, it went from a standard comic book to almost 9 by 12 inches, hardcover, 100 pages. That's what you're getting at the starting price. That's better than a lot of fucking mainstream books. And we already unlocked the bookmark, which is this image that you see up right now. So you're getting that as well with this. I said, even at $25K, we don't just unlock the ash can. We're going to unlock another special gift. I have not mentioned what it is yet. It's going to be a surprise for everyone. Nice. And we're going to unlock an interview with Frankie, my brother. Since everyone's been asking about it, I'll do an interview with him too when we hit 25K. So that'll be over on my channel. Chris, thanks. Yeah, Frankie is a funny guy. Some people think that I'm Frankie. They think it's an alt account. It is not.
I don't know. I've never seen you two in the same place together.
Dude, I wish I had his hair. He's got the coolest hair.
Well, I wouldn't know. He always wears a hat.
Oh, does he when he was on there?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well.
And just so everybody knows, this is the quality of a Vinny Tartamella sketch.
That's right. Yeah. If you back the $200 tier, that's the quality you're going to get. It's going to be a random character from the book, and I'll pretty much be drawing it on the inside of the hardcover. So everything is there, the whole story, the artwork, you get it all in one place.
Excellent. So yeah, if you haven't backed through the woods yet, what are you waiting for? Got 26 days left. If you miss out after those 26 days and on the ash can is unlocked, you are shit out of luck. So back it soon.
That's right.
That would be my advice.
Mm-hmm.
Good advice.
Like I said, there will be more stretch goals. If we hit 25 before March 19th, I'll add other stretch goals. And like I said, we have the potential for having even more cool shit, So keep helping this one out. And I thank you guys very, very much.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm just going to
reload pleasing the fans
and check out the backer count. Sorry, Vinny.
Not a problem.
Yeah, we definitely want to get Chaotic Flux over the hump tonight. You picked up another backer. We're $500 away, people.
Nice, brother.
Thank you. So close.
Yeah, if you want to back both of these,
like inching along, it just,
Yeah, if you guys are going to back both of these books, back Chaotic Flux first. He's got 3 hours left. Jump on that, please. This guy's awesome. I backed it. It's Boner King approved.
Boner King, thank you.
It's also Gays Community approved.
That's right, man. That's what I'm talking
Obviously.
about.
Or he wouldn't be on here.
Right?
We don't get just anybody on here, all right?
We get only the special kind of gays. The red gays.
Yeah. It almost sounded like you were calling Scott gay there, Vinny.
Of course not. Well, we're all gay for war campaign.
Well, yeah. So why don't we talk about the people of Walmart a little bit?
Oh, hell yeah.
This is
Lola, come back. You're missing this.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Lola. But this is the first offering we have today.
Hey, now, Scott, I think it's one of the creatures from your book.
This definitely looks like a mutant.
The worm version. Worm mutation.
Now it gets better.
Oh, wow.
Good Lord.
Sucks they lost a leg.
Yeah, that's bad.
That does suck. It's a very odd formation, though.
Yep. Yeah, you get the tiny waist and legs, and then the top's just
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
full on disturbed by this one.
It's like two different people mashed together.
Right.
You know?
That was perfectly said.
Yeah, it was. Chris, don't worry about it, man. You promote day in and day out. It's all good, man. Thanks for being here.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm trying to make sense of that tattoo, but
yeah. So is Apollo Patreon.
It's awesome. I'm glad me and Apollo are on the same page.
I think this
the fuck's going on?
Is this live free up here, or is this 5 free? I'm not sure. Maybe it's 5 free, and then you got to start paying.
I guess so.
He says, is that a C3PO face? I hope not, because I can't distinguish what you might be talking about.
No idea. It almost looks like too. Whoever did the tattoo was like, like they had the shakes, or they're just really high on drugs and they couldn't keep the needle still.
White drugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with drugs on this one.
Yeah, she might have gotten that tattoo over in Honolulu.
Getting tattoos by meth heads.
And is it just me, or does her tits start on her back?
I try not to list that too much, but yeah.
This is what you call nightmare fuel,
right? Mikey Woods is wondering if that's Gail Simone.
Oh,
it could be.
Could be.
If it is, she's lost weight.
Yeah, she's just have her makeup on. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I agree. If it is her, she did lose weight.
DJ John says she looks like a busted can of biscuits. That is a very apt description.
That's perfect. Yes. Wow.
If someone took a Pringles can and just jumped on it.
Right? What Dale says, wrong turn. Yeah. This is horrifying.
Yep.
Let's see what we got.
I really keep saying that too. It's like a train wreck. You just keep. Oh, what the heck?
Is it a Corvette mixed with a pickup truck?
It kind of looks that way.
Wow.
Not okay.
No. That's crazy.
That is a train wreck of a car.
It's like a banana front end or something with the point.
That is insane.
Edward Marlowe says red is on that hearsay again, or heresy rather.
It's like they couldn't afford a whole Corvette, so they just slapped the front of a Corvette on a truck.
The whole thing looks pretty streamlined, though.
Yeah.
It's like there's something real cool I like about a Corvette, but I want to be able to carry shit in the back. So I want a pickup truck in the back. But I want that
genius,
right?
Yeah, honestly, this looks like something they would produce these days.
Sad but true.
Is it sponsored by Marvel?
See, Apollo Patriot says I need that.
It's almost aerodynamic.
Almost. But not.
Yep.
But not at all.
It's kind of like those cars that have no business having a spoiler, but yet they got a giant spoiler on the back.
Tell me
right.
Yeah, like those little crappy Hondas.
I'm gonna shrink this one down a little so we can get the whole picture here. There you go.
Oh my!
Oh wow!
Now my first question
hang on,
is,
you're not getting the full effect here.
male or female? What do you think?
First I want to address that Anne is correct on this type of a person. It's closer to a thong, I think.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's got the tramp stamp down here.
Oh my god!
I wonder if this is her mother.
Probably.
Or daughter.
I'm just wondering how much shame is going through this girl right now.
Right. I'm the asinine that she's got suspenders on, but they're clearly not helping at all.
Right. Like, or this could
why
just
even wear them?
Right. Or this could just be her sister who got 5 different kids with 5 different guys. And hey, let's go to Walmart. We need some more formula for the babies.
We need some more nightmare fuel.
Oh man.
Oh Jesus.
Well, that's just lovely.
I want to know if Black Daddy would take them over to the barbecue section.
Probably.
And that does happen too often at Walmart, where you're in there and there's people people that have no business wearing belly shirts, walk around.
Right. Well, we'll give you a little more. We'll give you a little more context to that. Black Daddy said that that's where he likes to take those women is the barbecue section. And then last week, or last time we did this, we saw Black Daddy. They had a picture of him. He was standing in front of a freezer with no pants on at all. He had no bottom. So I said he went to go cool off by the freezer section after getting with these kind of ladies.
I think Mikey Woods is kind of on a roll here. He's got these people pegged. He's asking if this is Zoe Quinn.
Oh yeah, dude, you nailed it. we were working too hard on that one.
Let's see what's in store for us next.
A little scared.
Here we have.
What?
I don't know.
Does he have a tail?
Well, there's something protruding from his ass, but I think it might. Yeah. See, at first I thought that was part of the shelf, but kind of looks like it's coming out of his ass.
What?
And I think that might be a hat
That's
tucked into the back there.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what's going on here.
Is it toilet paper?
Oh, maybe.
It might be toilet paper.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just confused. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little confusing. We'll move on. We'll assume that's TP. I'm going backwards now because if I go forward, we've covered all of those.
Oh, that's epic. Fuck.
Well, I guess when you got to haul shit and you can't afford to pick up or,
or that Corvette pickup.
Huh.
Interesting.
What do you think? You think this is a permanent thing?
It looks pretty permanent. It's bolted to the car. Wow.
Do you think they remove it when they're not using it?
I
don't know if people laugh at them when they see it. Like, what the fuck?
Is this why most Home Depots are next to Walmarts? In this case?
It kind of reminds me of a picture I've seen where there was a car and it had those window units that you put in your house, and they actually had a window unit in the passenger seat in the back.
Oh, nice!
I just installed.
Wow!
Yeah.
That's a look.
Shit! Well, those look like New York plates, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh?
Could be. Yeah.
It's not Florida.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Next we there we go.
Oh,
what the? No, stop.
No. It's wrong.
What goes through your mind? Just wow.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I think of is those pockets are useless.
Where does he keep his wallet?
Right? Well,
I don't want to know.
There's at least one option.
Holy crap. Well, judging by the hair color, he might be into white drugs.
Yeah. I was going to say, this isn't the spring chicken either.
So how high do you have to be to go outside in public in these?
I don't think there's a restriction at Walmart.
No, we saw Black Daddy. There is no restriction. You can walk in there without pants.
Oh, shit. Mikey Wood says, and there's Vinny in action.
Oh, that was a low blow, Mike.
DJ John says this one is Florida.
I'm wondering too, because it looks like he's got his lawnmower in the back of the truck. So is that what he mows the lawn in?
Oh, probably.
I was hinting at it, but then when Dale said it,
he's out there shaking it for the young girls.
Oh wow!
This kind of that reminds me of. Have you ever seen the GIF of that gay black dude kind of scooting along, dancing and slapping the mower with his ass as he mows?
Oh yeah.
You think that's what this guy does?
Could be.
He slaps that guy.
No, just dances along, beating the mower with his ass to keep it going.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle did a skit on on gay dudes one time, and that's what that was from. This show. I remember there's one part where it shows they're in prison, and it shows the guy making license plate, and he holds up the license plate, and he goes, he doesn't like a gay voice. He says, "Your license plate is so ready," and it says "ass milk." The license plate.
God, I miss Dave Chappelle.
Ass milk.
There's bound to be some ass milk coming out of there or going in.
Stop. No.
Chaos. Spreading chaos one dick at a time.
Wow.
Is this a dude? Because that kind of looks like a chick.
Yeah.
That ass says chick to me. What do you think, Vinny? Weigh in, Boner King.
I'm disturbed. Yeah, well, judging by the ass, yeah, that's probably a woman.
Yeah, I mean, shoulders say man, ass says woman.
Yeah,
totally
but
confused.
I've seen women like that too. They got like that refrigerator upper body.
Yes.
But yeah.
I think we can all agree that's a wig.
Yeah, that feels like a wig.
At first I thought it was a hoodie. Yeah, you're right.
Bad weave.
It's a bad weave.
Well, Deadwood Dale says it's just in case you get pepper juice where you don't want it. I think he's referring to the chap above. Patriot says she's pimping. Mikey Woods, how could you? He says that's Lola.
Oh, Mikey, it sounds like you have some pepper juice in your hoo-ha.
Uncalled for, sir. Just look at that ass.
Look at that ass.
Look at that ass. Tit money. Oh,
this is interesting.
I've seen this before. Yeah, women keep all kinds of things down there.
Right.
Look at those arms. Jesus.
Monster arms.
Yeah, speaking of the refrigerator.
Keep on trucking. Right? That's what I'm saying. Oh, my.
Deadwood Dale says that ass was average. Doritos wants to know how much for the shirt. Pea juice in the pepper hole.
That was a good one. Oh, shit. Pea juice.
All right, nothing too out of the ordinary here. I mean, women use their tits for storage pretty frequently.
She was very lumpy.
Then we have an old woman with a skunk.
She's got a skunk?
Now, wow. What would compel you to do this?
I hope they remove the glands out of them.
Yeah, because you can't do that, and have as pets, but still, what would you do if you were in Walmart and you saw someone with a skunk on your shoulder, or on their shoulder?
What a strange animal.
I didn't know you can bring any animals in Walmart, let alone a skunk.
Well, again, have you seen some of the people in Walmart?
Yeah.
Apparently, you could bring animals in there.
Yeah, there's all manner of animals in there.
Yeah. All kinds of wildlife.
Level 4 is here. What's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in.
Hell.
Talking about Walmart now, but we're really here to promote Chaotic Flux. Right. We'll go through a couple more of these rejects and we'll get back to it. I'm kind of scared to see where this goes. Well, I can't say I haven't done this sort of thing myself.
You got an itch and you don't want to use your hand.
Sometimes the only thing to lean against is something uncomfortable, and it just kind of wedges up your ass. There's not a whole lot you can do about that other than not lean. Yeah. Deadwood Dale says that skunk was cuter than Baby Yoda.
I like what Mikey just said. Did you see that one?
Oh. Yeah, most likely. Level 4 says the skunk looks terrifying. Apollo Patriots lost with this one. Well, he's just got this little partition here to lean up against, and it went up his ass crack, Yeah. Again, not very exciting. It happens. But then you have this.
What the?
There you go. So that's where they got the idea for that Joker makeup in the movie.
Yeah, that could be.
I just
want to make sure
that you come up with that as a hairstyle.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Meth does a lot of crazy things to people.
Right?
I think that's a good look.
Visual proof. Yeah.
Will Gentry's in the house. Says, what? No Lola booty pick. Might as well go to bed then. Well, I see how it is, Will Gentry.
Yeah. She was here, and she just could have been internet problems.
Someone said, "Wow, you must be a Pokemon fan."
So this is why I wear loose pants, less obvious when scratching it. Looks like you're adjusting it only.
Yep. Good tip.
Yeah, Pokemon fan, of course. This guy wanted his back hole taken. Oh, Mikey Woodson thinks this is Yellow Flash.
Shit.
That's awesome.
That's so legendary. Yeah, that's one word for it.
Good Lord.
And Dirty Santa is here. What the fuck is this?
Hell?
Is this a book found in Walmart?
I believe so.
Wow.
People of Walmart coloring book. Oh my God.
That's epic.
Incredible.
Well, now you can color that guy's hair up above.
Right? Yeah, you can make it any color you want.
Yeah.
I've seen the Santa on the moped. Or not the moped, the Rascal. Do I have it? It's on here somewhere. But there's like almost 3,000 pages on here.
Good Lord, yeah. That's a lot.
So yeah, if you want a People of Walmart coloring book, they do exist. I can't really tell you where to get them, but I'm sure if you Google it, it'll come right up.
Yeah, probably on Amazon.
But speaking of the reason for the season, we are here for Chaotic Flux. Is everyone back Chaotic Flux yet?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know I did.
That was just a guilty pitch to the chat.
Of course.
Now, but we got 3 hours left. We want to get this bitch over the mark. We got $500 more to go. And like we said, if you can't back it, any sharing on social media would be very helpful. And Scott, you want to give us the pitch for this one more time?
Okay.
And then we'll see ourselves out.
Chaotic Flux centers on a team called the Crimson Flame who unite in the future to rid the world of mutant abominations called Dread Fiends that are taking over. And the Crimson Flame takes upon themselves to become humanity's last hope. Let's see. The Dread Fiends are these mutant abominations that were created by humanity as a food source, and they start to turn humanity by mutating on their own, turning against man, and they have this insatiable appetite where they, it's in order to sustain themselves, and so they have to constantly feed, and so they start devouring everything in their sight. And also quickly spreading as they're able to reproduce by feeding on flesh and creating a clone themselves. And this creates kind of an ultimate scenario where they just start to spread and take over everything. And it centers on the first two issues center on Zathara, who's an alien hybrid, can form these crystal-like structures at will. Namely these blade arms that she can form, but she'll use in all kinds of different ways throughout the series. Like she'll create throwing daggers. There's an interesting part in the first issue where she turns her leg into a giant blade and uses that in an awesome way. And there's also Soren, who is an exosuit pilot, who fights this awesome exosuit called the Reaper, as well as Strife, who's a big transforming AI mecha. Both of those characters are introduced in issue 1. And issue 1, though, does focus on Zathara's first run of the Dread Fiends, as well as her being attacked by a group called the Purging Hand in her past. They infiltrate the military facility she's housed in, and her and the children like her, and they start to slaughter everyone in the facility to get to her and the other children. And Zathara takes it upon herself to learn how to use her abilities and step up and start defending herself to get out of the facility and survive. Also, issue 2 focuses on it picks up right where issue 1 leaves off, and issue 2 centers on a race against time, a life or death race against time, where Zathara is forced to have to save this family from becoming a Dread Fiend's next meal. And you can get issue 1 in this campaign if you did not get it from before on the first campaign, and it's just an add-on in any of the tiers for issue 2.
Mikey Woods is asking if you'll be going in demand. Now, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
do you have to fulfill with a flexible goal as well to go in demand, or no?
Well, you just have to fulfill, and so I did flexible goal because regardless if the campaign gets fully funded or not, everybody doesn't get their book. So there's no fear of if it doesn't get funded, you don't get your stuff. I'm still printing them all and still shipping them out to everyone. But it would be really nice if I get it funded. And if I do get it funded, I will go in demand. And I'm looking also at adding some things as some stretch goals for in the further in demand part. And I'm looking at doing bookmarks. I'm also looking at doing an additional art print and a second art print as well. The second art print is I'm wanting to get the other 3 characters designed, and this art print will have all 6 characters on it of the Crimson Flame. So that would be Zathara, the alien hybrid, Soren, the exosuit pilot, Strife, the huge transforming eye mecha, as well as Nalaria, the fire mage, Pagan, the plant mage, and Gareth, the big 8-foot-tall swordsman with a giant transforming sword.
Awesome, man. Now, Chris Evans has a question. He says, do the Dread Fiends represent the patriarchy or the horrible male gaze?
I don't know. just this mega, antagonist. That's I don't know. They don't really represent any of those, but I will say too that he reminded me as well that a little later in the story comes Malakar. He is this dark entity that's made up of all the hatred of mankind. The dark thoughts and hatred of mankind fuel his existence, and he hates his own existence, and he wants to wipe out humanity because he believes that's the only way to end his existence. And he embodies a young man named Gabriel, who is Nalaria's brother, and uses him as his vessel to interact with our world and do his goal of wiping out humanity. And through Gabriel, he becomes this kind of omnipotent super being, and erects this giant army to also go up against the Crimson Flame. So yeah, lots of stuff going on.
That ultimate evil character. Tell me, I got a request. Yeah, more like a request. You have to have him say schemes and scams one time in the book.
I could do that. I have to figure out how to work it in, and make it seem like it's not a place, but I think I could do that.
I'm only joking, but
it'll be fun though, right? Like a little CG Easter egg in there.
Hilarious.
CG drama Easter egg.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a fun idea.
Mikey Wood says, dark thoughts? Yes, please. Back. Awesome. So we're going to refresh just one more time. See what we're looking at here.
Yeah, if you're a big fan of the 90s style X-Men, the Resident Evil monsters, the twisted storytelling of Game of Thrones, as well as a diverse and interesting team like the Battle Chasers, you're gonna love this book. Also, if you're a fan of Transformers, Gundam, Robotech, there's elements as well of the Avengers a little bit here and there, but also and just dark, deep storytelling with great character growth and big surprises. You're gonna love this book.
Hell yeah!
Awesome, man. Well, Lola wants me to let you know that she backed at the $75 tier.
Wow!
So that's very helpful.
That's very helpful.
Lola's the best.
Absolutely. Well, it's not popping up yet, but it'll be there. So homework assignment. Everybody in the chat, if you choose to accept it, please get the word out about this book. We got 3 hours left. We definitely want to get this funded. So once Lola's goes through, we probably got about a little more than 400 left.
Right.
We can do that in 3 hours.
We can do it.
We can do it. So, Scott, thanks for coming. Your book looks awesome, man.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for having me. It's been a blast.
Oh, for sure.
Thanks for doing this for me.
No problem, man. My pleasure.
Thanks for hanging with us, Benny. It's been fun, bud.
Of course, man. Yeah, we're having a fun night.
For sure. And don't forget to back through the woods. Like Vinny said, if you're going to back both of them, get on that Chaotic Flux because we got 3 hours left.
That's right. Yeah, we want to see him hit that 4K for sure.
For sure. But do not forget Through the Woods. You're going to be upset if you miss this one. Guarantee you.
For sure. That book is beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Cool.
Hell
So
yeah.
Tell you what, Scott, we'll take you out on your other video. You got to trash this first so I can bring the audio up. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Appreciate you all just for being here. Just for being here, for all the sharing you do, all the backing you do. Hail the chat, hail Comicsgate, hail creators, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
Hail.